James is with us in Charleston, South Carolina. Wonderful town. Hey, James, how are you?
I'm doing good, Dave. How are you doing?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, it's been an interesting few months. I learned I'm going to be a father come March next year.
Woohoo!
And I know, right? The first time, too. So going through the whole process of at least getting ready financially and all of that needed for when the kid comes. And in relation to that, so my in-laws, they've sent via letter a promise of a very, very generous gift. They essentially want to buy, for my wife and I, a brand new vehicle that is up, in their mind at least, it's up to snuff for taking their grandkid around. It'll be their first grandkid, too, I'll mention.
How sweet. That's nice.
It is really nice. Where a little bit of the, I'll just say a little bit of the tension comes in is the fact that they've done very well with money their whole life. They're actually multimillionaires out RVing, living their dream right now. Mm-hmm. And without knowing you, they pretty much followed all your baby steps and all that stuff, mm-hmm. except with relation to what your belief is on how to, the proper way, we'll say, to buy vehicles if you're not a millionaire mm-hmm. up to that point. They've always believed that the right way to do it is to buy a vehicle brand new outright. Every time they would go for an oil change and they talk to the mechanic, who is normally the one at the dealer, he would tell them all the extra little things that, maybe worry them, and they'd say, fix it right there. Basically just keep the car as pristine. So always putting reliability at the forefront and affordability, if you will, especially for where they were in life on the back end. And they're requiring of us, when we get this new vehicle, to follow those exact same specs. Total insurance, they want total compensation, the most expensive, mm-hmm. details like that. So I'm just trying to get an idea whenever I see them, the best way to start a conversation of the fact that I'm generous, but I don't fully agree with the terms that are being put on with this gift.
Yeah, and I think you start with just a very this is your parents, right?
Oh, this is my wife's parents.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, your wife needs to lead as much of the conversation as is possible, because otherwise you're going to end up being the evil son-in-law. Okay? And she needs to say how grateful that you guys are, and you need to say how grateful we are. But and what I would do it is I would probably just use a little shock effect, and that would be, guys, thank you so much. This is an unbelievable offer, and you're so kind, and we're so glad you're so excited about the baby. We're excited that you're going to be grandparents, and we can't wait for you to spend time with the grandbaby, and thank you so much. We're going to have to turn down the gift, though. We're not going to be able to accept it. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for offering it, though. You're so kind and you're generous. And, well, why? Why won't you take it? We just want to be a blessing. Right? Well, we don't, there's just too many strings attached to it, and I'm afraid we're going to disappoint you with the way we handle the car, and because we just don't do cars the way y'all do cars, and it's okay. It was a really kind offer of you, though. And just take it off take it off the table, and unless they come back around and just say, okay, no strings. Because a gift with strings is not a gift. Does that make sense?
That's true.
I mean, it's a manipulation at that point. They don't mean to be. They think they're coaching you. They think they're giving you a good practice to put in place, but the request is unreasonable because it invades your life. And that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. You're saying, I have the right to make these decisions about my own car. And you're taking away my right to make those decisions. So it's a boundaries violation from a Henry Cloud perspective on the book Boundaries. But probably what I would do is just very kindly, real low-key, don't make a big deal about it, and just how great. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. What a wonderful offer. Absolutely incredible. You're going to be just great grandparents, and we're so excited for you to be the grandparents, and we're excited about this baby, but we're just going to have to turn down the gift. I'm so sorry. Thank you, though, for the offer. Don't you know what the reaction is going to be? They're going to fall out of their freaking chair. Right?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, it's a shock effect, and I'm not. And if they don't come back around, that's fine. Don't take the gift, because I'm with you. I wouldn't take it under those circumstances. But I want to do it in such a way that there's no rough edges in my turn down. Do you follow me?
Yeah, I understand.
It's not like, you're invading my privacy. You don't get to tell me how to handle a car. None of that kind of thing. You don't have that going in your voice now, so I don't think you would with them. But I really want your wife to handle as much of this conversation as she's able to handle, because it's her parents. And as quiet as you can possibly be and sit there and smile and nod would be great. And if you need to step in and just kind of put a bow on it at the end, that'd be fine too. But I really want, because I'm telling you, man, she'll go a lot further to not. They'll accept it more from her. And then if they come in and go, well, we'll give it to you with no gifts. We just really think this is a good way to do it. And say, I understand why you're saying this, and I get why you guys did it. I just don't want to have that. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm going to disappoint you, because then if I don't handle the car just right, then you're going to be upset. And I don't want to be in that position where I'm set up to lose here, and I don't want to lose. So, if you can give it to us and not be looking at us like we're idiots the whole time we're driving it, then that's fine. But if you can't, that's okay too. Everything's okay. We're going along fine till you made this phone call. Everything's fine, And because it's not worth it. It's like having a car payment. I mean, you're going to have people looking over your shoulder every time you turn the lug nut on the stupid thing. And it just takes the fun out of it.